The backstage corridors of Monday Night Raw hum with tension as cameras follow Maxi and Dupri, confident, composed, and smiling after her earlier appearance with the Alpha Academy. Her charisma lights up the scene, chatting cheerfully with crew members as she adjusts her jacket. But something feels off. There's a strange energy in the air, quiet, heavy, and uneasy. Suddenly, the camera pans around a dark corner, and there she is. Becky Lynch, the man, standing in the shadows, eyes burning with fury, hands clenched tight. Her face tells a story of betrayal, frustration, and purpose. She's been quiet for weeks, too quiet, and everyone's been wondering what's next for her. As Maxine continues walking, she turns the corner, and bam! Becky Lynch bursts out from the shadows and spears her straight into the concrete wall. The camera jerks wildly as the sound of impact echoes through the hallway. Maxine screams in pain as she hits the ground, clutching her ribs. Becky doesn't hesitate for even a second. She grabs Maxine by the hair, dragging her up, shouting through gritted teeth. "Becky Lynch, you think you can just take my spotlight? You think Raw is a fashion show? Nah, this is my turf." Maxine struggles to respond, gasping, "Becky, what are you?" But Becky slaps her across the face, sending her crashing back down. The fire in Becky's eyes is unmatched. This isn't the joking, smiling Becky Lynch fans adore. This is the man unhinged, desperate to reclaim her dominance. A few referees rush in, shouting, "Becky, stop. That's enough." But she shoves one of them away and drops to her knees beside Maxine, gripping her by the chin. "Becky Lynch, you don't belong here, Maxine. You walk around pretending you're a superstar, but I built this place from the ground up while people like you posed for selfies. I bled for Raw." She slams Maxine's head into the floor, once, twice, before finally being pulled off by security. The referees hold her back as she screams at the top of her lungs, her voice echoing through the backstage area. "Becky Lynch, you'll never take what's mine." Maxine lies motionless on the cold floor, clutching her jaw, makeup smeared, tears mixing with sweat. The crowd in the arena, watching the footage live on the Titantron, erupts in disbelief. Backstage officials swarm the scene, tending to Maxine as medical staff kneel beside her. Someone yells for a stretcher. Becky, breathing heavily, is dragged backward, still shouting, "Becky Lynch, you wanted attention, didn't you? Now you've got it." As she's pulled away, her voice lowers, almost like she's talking to herself. "Becky Lynch, they forgot who I am, I'm the man. And it's time they all remembered." The camera zooms in on Becky's face, blood on her knuckles, rage in her eyes, before cutting back to Maxine being helped up by medical staff, barely conscious. Cut to the commentary table, stunned silence for a few seconds before one of them finally speaks. Commentator: "What on earth did we just witness? Becky Lynch just assaulted Maxine Dupri, out of nowhere. This wasn't a match, this wasn't a rivalry, this was a statement." Second commentator: "Becky's been spiraling ever since she lost her title shot weeks ago. But this is a whole new level. She's snapped." Backstage, the camera catches one final glimpse, Becky walking away, smirking faintly, the sound of her boots echoing with each step. Her message was clear. The women's division had gotten comfortable. Too comfortable. And Becky Lynch was here to remind everyone that the fire still burns. The screen fades to black with one haunting phrase in bold white letters across the screen. "The man has snapped."